So I'm just bringing you guys the update for changes that I see. After watching a lot of this today, it's got that smooth, wavy look that I like that doesn't look very computer generated. I saw this little clip here. I was already anticipating putting $100 or $200 or something into the options chain just in the last hour of today, just in case money, because last time Rich Greenfield came on TV and said some dumb shit was the very next day that it blew up. Also, something I completely anticipated when I saw this, maybe them letting it run up and then crushing it down. But so far, the volatility is holding. This is the first time in well over a month that I've been able to purchase an AMC contract at the end of the day that wasn't dead within, like the next 20 to 30 minutes pretty much, and is actually holding value with the slight move, with a less than $2 move up, like they should. Even if it's wavy like this, when you gain profit, it should, stall. It should bounce around that shit. But these fucks usually do this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and there's no volatility there. But again, this was just a just in case this news pops out, and it's great news. Plus, taking into consideration Rich's dumbass coming on TV, which, if it lines up with another theory that I have about this all being part of a hedge fund's plan, it just didn't make sense. I'd rather lose $120 because nothing's changing and they're going to kill it anyway, regardless of the news, than, it end up being some sort of shit that sets off a parabolic move in the after hours again, and then we open up and run. Just one of those situations. I would rather make something on that move, even if it's not. I'm already of the mindset that big, gigantic, tens of thousands or whatever is possible. My initial thesis saw, somewhere between 500 and 1,000 being more realistic with an actual move, with the naked shorts that were evidently out there and them being held hostage with their less than $10 short positions. And if we would have forced them to have to return, yeah, that would have been phenomenal. But as far as the option chain goes, it changed here today. No more of that, like 1, 2, 3 above, out of the money above where the ATM is, or green, and everything else is red. It actually has a green chain going on. Like, the volume is coming back, the volatility is there, enough to be holding value. So I don't know if maybe they switched the system off, just given the fact that with the earnings call coming up, like, this is a big day. Regardless of what happens, it's a big day. All days before earnings are big days, and the days to come are also big days. And any week where there's earnings calls, it's big one way or the other. Up or down, it's still big. There's still volatility. There's a lot of people in it. A lot of professional people that would be like, what the fuck is up with this? This isn't doing normal shit that it's supposed to do. And who knows? But again, I just threw some just in case money in, and it's actually holding value. Actually, and not a lot either. I didn't throw a lot in, just a little bit. And this little run up from there to here is holding its value. Still kind of holding value through this little shit over here. So just a change, just a noticeable change with the options thus far. So again, could all just be a ploy just to get people to buy in before the end of the day and then get some money. But I intended to sell these tomorrow morning anyway, depending on what the after hours does, or I lose it all depending on what the after hours does. Or they fucking tank it back down to here before the bell, and I, lose it all anyway, and then hope in the after hours it runs up. So we'll see. We will see what happens. Definitely keep you guys updated with how they're doing, and if they open up strong and they're holding value, I'm going to let them ride throughout tomorrow. And at least until I see if the volatility disappears or starts to disappear, or they start killing the value rapidly. It's possible that options may be a play again for this week, and maybe this week only, just because there's going to be a lot of attention on the stock this week, depending on earnings call and shit, obviously. But still, for today in the last hour, I expected this, 100% expected this. I'm not telling you to run out and buy a bunch of contracts either. Like I said, I put, I think, $120 or something in right about here, just when I saw this move, and I was already going to do it at the last hour of the day. I figured that was probably a good time to just see what happens. So we'll see what happens.